K-Trend Monitoring Office. How can I help you? And joining us in the studio for the latest in K-Trend Monitoring Office is David. David, what's up, buddy?
Hello, everybody. Glad to be back. It was a fast week.
It was.
With APEC and all.
Did you go to APEC?
No, I did not. But I was
Why are you talking like you went to APEC?
I was tuning in from the previous segment and I heard you guys talking about Gyeongju and all that. So I was like, yeah, it was a very hectic week, like with all the news about APEC and all the K-pop stars there and whatnot.
Have you been to Gyeongju?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of my favorite cities.
Oh, yeah?
For sure. I think it's one of the top 3 cities, personally. Seoul,
Man.
Busan, Gyeongju. And then Jeju, maybe.
Oh, snap. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Because my ranking of cities I love, Seoul's not even in the top 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, I mean, come on. Like,
That's
it's
unpopular.
like... No, because, like, Seoul... Because I live so close to Seoul,
right?
And I go to Seoul, it's not a place where I go, oh my goodness, let me like tour around the area, you know? I go number 1, Jeju.
Okay.
I love Jeju.
Yeah.
I
Jeju's
absolutely
awesome.
love Jeju. Number 2, Busan. I love Busan. I love your hometown.
Agreed.
Man. I love your hometown.
Agreed.
Number 3, Gangneung.
Oh.
I go to Gangneung often.
Gangneung is beautiful. Yeah, the sea and everything. And then Gyeongju, maybe?
I've never been to Gyeongju.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
That's what I'm saying. I've never been to Gyeongju. I can't list Gyeongju.
There's so many history, national heritages.
I know.
Like Bulguksa.
I know. We talked about all that stuff.
Yeah,
I've never
and
been
the
to any of them.
tombs. Like you can bicycle around.
You could bicycle around the tomb?
Like the whole city. You should really go.
Oh, man. I have to go now.
Yeah.
I have to go now. But I have never been to Gyeongju yet.
Okay.
I went to Jeonju last year, and I just ended up having a lot of sundae-gukbap. That's it. What are we going to talk about, David?
Yeah, so speaking of Gyeongju, there were a lot of events, but among them, the most impactful for me personally was definitely BTS's leader, RM, giving a keynote speech at the APEC CEO Summit, and it was truly historical and legendary. He was the first K-pop artist to speak to this powerful group of global leaders. In front of them, there were literally the chairman and CEO of Samsung, LG, Hyundai, Hanwha, all these big conglomerates over there. And he talked about like a lot of messages, but mostly about culture being the ultimate source of unity and how the CEOs and the companies should invest more into artists and creativity for our future. So it wasn't just like a celebrity appearance. It was like a strategic move, I think, hosted by the APEC and the president himself to redefine culture and just like, emphasize the K-culture wave going on right now and its impact.
The president has been emphasizing K-culture a lot.
Yes.
So far this year, in his first year in office, even came to ARIRANG not too long ago to talk about the importance of K-culture. But I have to say, though, one thing that I was like, man, David, so much respect is. I did talk about RM's speech at the CEO Summit because I saw the article and I mentioned it on the show. And one of our listeners, and I think he or she is your viewer for YouTube, I Love Korea 143, said, David just did a live stream of him watching the whole speech. And I was like, you watched that speech live?
Yeah, of course. I watched every single one of RM's speeches live, like from the UN
General Assembly.
Yeah, all that. And the APEC one is historic as well. I'm going to be watching it live, for sure.
I was like,
it's like me watching the World Cup. Same level, same magnitude. Once in a decade kind of event, Yeah.
Okay. I have to say, I got bits and parts of his speech. I didn't watch the entire one. But let's get, I guess, what he said at the speech.
Right.
How long was the speech, by the way?
I think it was give or take 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's hard to do, guys.
It is.
10 minutes by yourself talking, that's a long time.
Right. And he did start off his speech about K-pop, obviously, because he's at the forefront of it. He's the biggest, most influential leader in the K-pop scene. So I was very intrigued in his definition and how he unraveled K-pop with his own words. So I brought his direct quote. I don't want to put words into his mouth, so this is the direct quote. RM said, K-pop is not just a genre genre of music. It is a 360-degree total package of music, dance, performance, visual style, storytelling, music video, and even social media.
Yes.
So yeah, definitely a 360 package over there. So I mean, the brilliant part of this explanation is that he used an analogy and he compared it to a Korean food. Guess what that is?
Bibimbap. You know what the crazy thing is?
Yeah.
When I saw that, and what were we doing for the past 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We're talking about K-pop. What's K-pop?
Yeah.
And David, how did you compare
Bibimbap.
Bibimbap. I kid you not. I saw that and I went on air live and I said, "Oh my goodness, RM watches David. RM follows David because those were exact David's words. K-pop is bibimbap." And then RM comes out going, K-pop's bibimbap.
I mean, RM is extremely smart and he's in the K-pop sector and industry himself. I'm sure he thought of that analogy himself as well too. But I was just like so much getting goosebumps by the fact that like we share the same, vision and the same meaning of K-pop. So anyways, yeah, he did compare K-pop to bibimbap. And for those of you who might not understand why, here's another quote from him. He said, "I like to compare K-pop music to bibimbap. Just like bibimbap, these parts are all unique identities, but mixed together to make something new and fresh and delightful." So basically what we said before, like all the visual styles, like the different genres, the training system, the fandoms, those things all mix together like our Korean traditional dish bibimbap with the gogi, with the bulgogi and like the spinach and like the rice and the eggs, and mix it all up, becomes something totally new, harmony, and so tasty and spicy as well. So yeah, I really liked him bringing that up in the APEC CEO Summit.
Oh, man. When I saw that,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, David said this, and RM said this, and I can't say the same thing because now it's going to look like I'm copying David and RM. And I try to think how I could describe K-pop to be
Okay.
in food terms. But I couldn't.
Yeah, bibimbap is just the perfect analogy.
Yeah.
There's nothing that tops that one.
In some ways, because now going back to what we talked about the 2 weeks, I feel like now we're in a different era of K-pop.
Yeah.
We had different K-pop before. 90s,
Right.
2000s, I think going into the 2020s. No, from about 2015-ish.
Okay.
14-ish, I think we saw another kind of, style of music in K-pop.
Right.
It evolved. It evolved. If I think K-pop was bibimbap in the first sort of half, right now, to me, personally, I'm not saying this is right.
Yeah.
The way, because I'm still learning the new K-pop,
Right.
It's like 평양냉면.
Oh, interesting. Could you please explain?
Yes, and then no, I'll have to explain because
Okay.
평양냉면.
Yeah.
Do you like 평양냉면?
No, I do not.
Okay,
it's
so-
too bland for me.
I didn't like 평양냉면 at
Yeah.
first, right? That's exactly what I said. I said it tasted bland. It tasted like as if you took a wet towel from the kitchen and then just soaked it in water
Yeah.
and you're eating it. Like it was too bland, right? But the more you try it,
Yeah.
the more you're addicted to it.
Ah.
And I think there was a lot of people who said, like, K-pop, what was K-pop? Why are you guys listening to K-pop foreign
Yeah.
music? And then the more they listen to it, you can't get it out.
Oh.
Until this day, like, I love 평양냉면.
Really?
And for some, it takes longer to get to like it.
It hasn't hit me yet, for sure.
It hasn't hit
Every
in.
other time I
So
tried Pyongyang, I'm like, why do you eat this? It tastes like nothing.
I love 평양냉면.
Okay, I might have to. Yeah.
And for an older person, for myself, learning the new K-pop, I think that's what K-pop is like for me right now.
Okay, very interesting.
I like
interesting.
it.
Yeah, but like I agree because like that could be diversity as well.
Yes.
RM also mentioned the point about diversity and inclusion in K-pop. K-pop being such like diverse genres and so many elements, it has all those kind of factors combined, and it's not like a culturally superior thing or anything. Right now, K-pop just includes all the fandoms all over the world, all these different genres, and it actually combines the raw creativity of the artists and the companies and the producers and unleashes the great human potential. So I really like how he phrased that. You know, he just said, like, because of this kind of power, the diversity and inclusion and the human potential, it's a force that ignores all these borders and transcends all over the world. And we're living in the age of K-pop now.
How about this? I have another analogy.
Okay.
I think I'm just hungry.
Okay.
Chimek.
Ah.
Because you have something, fried chicken
Yeah.
and beer
Okay.
that was already around,
Yeah.
right? And then they made it Korean,
Right. You fused it together. And we made it even better.
right? We made it even better, right?
Yeah, with all the sauces, the soy sauce.
Because all the music, think about it, EDM music, pop music, all the different genre of music that, you know, Korea soaked in and
Yeah.
then made it into their own. And then now you got Jensen Huang going crazy for Chimek now.
All right. Yeah. That was a crazy scene, too.
That was a crazy scene.
Yeah. What's happening? I'm telling you, last week was super hectic.
Personally, not a big fan of that chicken franchise, but I mean, they
Why
went,
not?
They went crazy with that stuff.
Okay.
We're going to continue to talk about RM's speech and the significance of what it holds when it comes to K-culture, K-music, and more. But speaking of RM, let's take a listen to a song that you chose. And why, out of all the BTS songs, this song Idol?
So if you look at the music video of BTS Idol, it's very crazy and a lot of things are going around, a lot of colors, but also they wear hanbok and a lot of Korean references as well, too.
Right.
So, yeah. Kudos to them for using all those references there.
All right, here it is, BTS with Idol. You're back in the studio with David for K-Trend Monitoring Office. We're discussing RM's speech at the APEC CEO Summit last week. And, we talked about, K-pop and its comparison to some of the Korean foods. We talked about bibimbap. I'm going to cancel my Pyongyang because not everybody likes it. I love it. But chimek.
Yeah, chimek makes sense.
Again, something that is not made from, Koreans didn't make.
Yeah.
Chimek.
They mixed everything up.
It's just
fried chicken, the beer.
It's good now.
Yeah.
Chris Rhodes says it's Big Mac now, all American.
Oh, I see where you're coming from.
I like Big Mac.
Yeah, I like Big Macs too.
All American. I mean, that was one of the criticism that we talked about, right?
Exactly.
That was becoming more American and it's losing its identity.
Yes.
But let's talk about culture as a bridge.
Okay.
I am a firm believer in soft power.
Me too.
And I think soft power is great. It could be through culture. It could be through sports, right? And in this case, using culture as a bridge. And Arm's personal journey, he discusses his personal journey and, of course, shares the global connection to all of that, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so after he talked a little bit about K-pop and the industry and bibimbap, he smoothly transitioned into analyzing the industry to sharing, a deeply personal story, I would say. I really love those aspects about RM speeches because they all come from experience and it feels like more relatable. They're not like those written speeches by ChatGPT or anything, right? So he was giving emotional weight to this main idea that culture can transform the world using his own experience. And to quote him again, he just introduced this very funny episode, which I related to a lot. He said, when we said we were artists from Korea, a lot of people didn't ask about our music. Instead, they asked, are you from North Korea or South Korea? Where on earth is Korea?
Okay, so you've lived in the U.S., right? I mean, you were very young.
Yes.
But you have. I lived in the U.S. This was something that we got a lot of.
All the time.
I think especially more my age, because like David's a little younger than I am.
Yeah.
So that's when I think they started knowing a little bit more about Korea. But you were, where'd you live?
I was in Baltimore, Maryland, East Coast. Back then, nobody really know about Korea.
Baltimore's very dangerous.
It is. I know. I've heard.
So I think no one will know. About Korea.
Yeah. So.
Oh snap!
Yeah, and even now, like quite recently, I was traveling, and then there are still people asking, like, "Are you from North Korea?"
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, like I was in Scandinavia, and they were like, "Oh, North Korea?" No. I'm like, "No."
I got that a lot when I was in New York. In New York, there was a huge Korean population.
Yeah.
You know. And the funny thing is, when we say we are something, we don't say we're South Korean. We don't say North. We just say Korean.
Yeah.
Assuming that people will know that we're South Korean.
Right.
But that's what we get.
I mean,
where on earth is Korea?
Yeah. Like, to be fair, they don't know where, like, Korea is. It's tiny between China and Japan, so like, what are the chances they know a peninsula?
I would say that most people can now find South Korea on the map now.
Maybe. But then, like, I will say one thing controversial, but also true.
What?
Like, a lot of people say the most famous Korean on earth is either BTS or Son Heung-min.
That's not true.
But there is one other Korean that's like the most famous.
Jay Lee?
No. Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, but the North Korean.
Ethnically
Korean.
So I was surprised because I was doing marketing research on Google Trends and like I typed in Korea and everything is about Kim Jong-un in North Korea.
That's what you call infamous.
So like I don't think it's far-fetched from people asking like, are you from North Korea or South Korea when that's like, you know, out
okay.
There. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, like going back to his speech, I think, you know, he was just stressing that these strong walls of ignorance and doubt were broken down by one clear, unstoppable force, which is the pure power of connection, mainly driven by their fans, ARMY. He always mentions ARMY, gives all the credit to them, and I believe that is like such a remarkable thing to do, especially the fact that he's at the APEC CEO Summit.
Right. Okay, so ARMY did have a big part in breaking down those walls.
Right.
I can't say ARMY was the only group. In fact, before BTS really exploded, I think we can agree that Psy and his Gangnam Style
for sure.
really set the stone and got people to know about Korea more. Obviously not at the level of BTS, but it was pretty big at the time. So we can't give ARMY all the credit, but we give them a lot of the credit.
A lot of credit. Yeah, for sure.
And now we can also say that many of the other fandoms who take part in this. But yeah, carry on. I keep talking about he continues to talk about ARMY.
Yeah. He gave ARMY a big portion. And to quote him again, he said, "The force that broke down the walls was ARMY. They used our music as a medium to carry out conversations that cross borders and languages through the pure power of cultural solidarity."
I want to ask this question to our listeners out there, because a lot of our listeners, vast majority of our listeners on YouTube right now are listening from different parts of the world. I want to know when you guys got into K-pop and if BTS had anything to do with it, because many people are talking about BTS. They're like, "Oh my goodness, BTS! What's BTS? Who's BTS?" And then they got into, and then they go, "Okay, there's a thing called K-pop," and then let me explore what other groups are out there. And that's when they found groups like Twice, Red Velvet, you know, Blackpink, and Stray Kids, and Shinhwa and H.O.T. maybe. So I want to ask if BTS's fame had something to do with it, at least a little bit of how you got into K-pop, is the question that I want to ask here. But going back here, I mean, I like this, fastest messengers that can carry diversity and resonance.
Yes. So like culture, art, the fandom, they're all so diverse, right? And they're all from different places, but also can relate to the music and the lyrics themselves. And that was what BTS was famous for. Their storytelling about healing the youth and love yourself, all these kind of messages. And when these just combine to get among themselves in unity, and that just becomes like a huge fandom and starts expanding, it's unstoppable, as he said. So that's the power of cultural, you know, soft power itself. And like RM emphasizing that was totally on point, I would say.
Claire Hardiker down under in Australia, BTS credits Psy for opening doors to America for them, which is true. Nick Archer says, not BTS, not the reason, but let us know who it is. Hito, do you know about SBC?
SBC?
Yes,
what
before
is that,
BTS, there was
broadcasting
SBC.
network?
No, 소방차.
Did we even have acronyms for Korean groups back then? I never heard 소방차 being referred to as SBC. Did you just make that up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh.
The first acronyms were like HOT, right?
Yeah.
High Five with Teenagers.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We got, who was it? Bahar says, I got into K-pop because of EXO.
Oh, wow.
Crash Over, I knew about K-pop during the 소녀시대 era, but I didn't like the music at the time. Interesting. Polina says, I was introduced to EXO, Super Junior, 2PM, etc. So not BTS here. So a lot of our listeners were early listeners of K-pop music and knew about all of this. Benny says, I got to K-pop with Wonder Girls, Nobody, Super Junior. So that's like the late 2000s.
Yeah.
Jenga says, I got into K-pop in like 2010, 3 years before BTS debuted because of SHINee.
Ah, solid.
I got to see Baby BTS debut. It was 2009, but fully in 2010. So, but a lot of our listeners, again, a little bit different because they've been long listeners
Right.
of K-pop music, but for most of the world, I mean,
Yes.
it's very recent.
Yeah, a lot of my subscribers always say that BTS was their gateway, that was their rabbit hole, and then BTS just paved the way for them. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. We're going to continue to talk about RM's speech at the APEC CEO Summit and, of course, the significance. You chose a song from Stray Kids, God's
Yes.
Menu, Shin Menu. Why?
So, I mean, obviously I can select BTS, all BTS songs, right?
Well, you tried and
Yeah.
you said no.
But Stray Kids is, I think, the next big thing.
Oh, yeah?
After BTS. They are going to be passed on the torch. And right now, they're super huge. So I would say, you know, like RM giving that speech. And it's also towards their hubes as well, too.
That's right.
So for the future generation, Stray Kids is super strong. So I think we should give them some, you know, credit, too.
All right, this is Stray Kids with God's Menu, Shin Menu. It's interesting, Nick Archer. Stray Kids also a little too heavy for me, but I like this song. I was just telling them, it's very. I was like JYP. It's very un-JYP-ish.
Goes very hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah.
To say. But yeah, I've also heard that the Stray Kids they're big these
They are
days.
massive.
Other messages coming in. What was it? Oh, there it is. Claire Hardiker, who, by the way, is our resident K-pop expert. I was aware of K-pop because of Gangnam Style, but didn't become fully interested when I listened to Dynamite in 2020. Didn't become fully interested when I listened to or until. Is it Dynamite they did it or wasn't it? Dynamite was, I mean, what was it? What came first, Dynamite or Butter? I remember like because they
It's
started
Dynamite for
Dynamite?
sure. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. It's a pretty long time ago.
Yeah.
I think Dynamite comes first. Yeah.
Because they started, that's when, BTS started doing a lot of English
Yes.
lyrics, Butter, Smooth.
Permission
like,
to Dance.
Permission to Dance. And was it Boy With Love?
Yeah,
Featuring
yeah.
Halsey.
Halsey, yes.
Which, I mean, was rare at the time to have like a Western artist to feature and stuff like that.
Right.
A call to action.
Yeah.
Investing in the creative ecosystem is what he also talked about. And now, of course, you have to remember he was speaking in front of billionaires,
Yes.
CEOs,
Billionaires.
business.
Right.
Let's talk about this.
Right. So he was representing all the creators out there. He himself is a creator as a musician, I would say a performer. And also he's a big fan of art. Like he's planning his own exhibition. He always goes to these like freezes and like all these exhibitions himself.
He does rich people things now.
Yeah, he has taste. But yeah, he was representing all these creators out there, and he said that the APEC leaders needed to strategically invest in culture and arts for the long game. And he insisted that recognizing culture is not just a nice to have expense, which like a lot of rich people, how they, how they treat art.
So it's interesting you mentioned this because RM's art is known, although he does have expensive pieces too.
Yeah.
But what he also did start is he went into more affordable art that young people could invest in.
Oh.
And he's helping that blow up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to look into that then.
So he's helping young people invest in art.
Oh.
Because if they go, this is art that RM likes,
Yeah.
it goes boom.
Oh, wow.
And he goes into like all these like unknown artists.
Right. And
Yeah.
I noticed that he emphasizes a lot of the Korean artists as well, too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I
Korean
think
artists.
that's the good part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and yeah, he went on saying like, there needs to be more direct investment into like the dynamic and innovative parts of arts, and like that will contribute to the future world economy as well. And to quote him directly, he said, "When you think about investing in tomorrow's generations, think about culture as well as economics." Yeah. Yeah. And he said, like, this is, they need practical support, such as financial support as well, to just make these artists have a better platform, like make them go global, worldwide, encourage this new creative generation.
We do have a good platform now. I think we live in a generation, an era where platform is provided for you, where you could promote your art through social media.
Social media, yeah.
Right? I mean, people didn't have that a long time ago. We had to actually go out, physically go to these galleries and try to pitch ideas.
Yeah.
But now it's so much easier with so much platform around you. But there are creators all around the world. Please help them, give them the financial support so that their own creativity can bloom.
Yeah. when I was listening to this live, as a creator myself, a video content creator, I was clapping. Say that louder for the people in the back. Give me financial support, 이재용님.
Financial support for ARIRANG.
Yes, Samsung, LG, Hyundai, everyone out there, please give some financial support to these creators out there.
If any of our Jay Lee, J Dragon,
Yeah, J-Dragon.
Jensen Huang, if you guys are tuning into our show, we are trying to expand and spread K culture.
Exactly. And that's going to lead to more sales in your products as well, too.
That's right.
More credibility towards Samsung, Korean cars.
That's right.
Everything.
That's right. I don't know, J Dragon, this one's free. This one's free, but after this, I'm gonna have to start paying for sponsorship here.
Oh wow!
But yeah, no, it's true though. But I just feel like now we do live in an era where financial assistance for creators not as necessary, but it does help a lot, right?
Definitely.
Only because again, there's so much platforms for this. What else did RM say?
Yeah, so he also said that your policies, meaning the CEOs and like rich people, and support will be the canvas and playground for all the creators.
Snap.
Yeah, canvas and playground, all these comparisons, analogies.
Should have been like that. You're the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The bowl of the bibimbap.
Yeah. And he wrapped up his historic speech with a strong promise of his own that he and BTS would continue their mission to share the vital values of courage, hope, and inclusion through their music on a bigger world stage that the APEC leaders would help open and support. So he's putting in some commitment as well, too.
Yeah.
Like, RM is probably super rich. Like, honestly, quite honestly, as a mere human being here, if I was RM, I would just retire and just go around and, like, admire art and all that. But he's putting in his commitment, and he has a responsibility as the world leader of the group BTS, spreading Korean culture at the forefront so that his future generation creators can have a bigger playground, can have more influence. And I really respect that.
It's, I like the fact that, because BTS wasn't big from the start.
Mm-hmm.
They had their times when they had their struggles and stuff like that, so they know what it's like to be a struggling artist.
Yes.
But now that they've made it, they're going to use that fame, they're going to use that money to help the generations after them.
Exactly.
Right? And hopefully, I keep saying this, though, the biggest surprise out of K-pop and just K-culture in general, I thought it was going to be a trend. It's not a trend.
No.
It keeps going, right? Trend is something that just kind of comes out and then boom, it ends.
Yeah.
But hopefully it can continue to go. David, this is amazing stuff. I want to thank you so much for bringing this in. And again, it's very professional of you to be sitting there watching this and now also breaking this down. I want to thank all of our listeners for taking part in the discussions as well. David, have a safe rest of your week. And of course, we'll see you again on next week. But you also chose aespa, Next Level. Is that the next big female group?
Yeah, aespa is pretty big right now. And obviously, as you can see in the song, let's take K-pop to the next level.
You're such a liar. You just like Karina.
No, objectively, they're pretty big. Okay, a little bit of bias there.
I'm just joking. David, thank you very much for this.